Federal government flags off construction of 1,500 houses in Jigawa State. Works Defense Ministers call for all hands to be on deck in ensuring internal security. And IGP Special Intervention Squad takes position along Biazin and Kuchibui. Details and more on Panorama. I'm Amina Saidu. Minister of Defense Muhammad Badru Abubakar joins Governor Umar Namadi in laying the foundation stone for the construction of 1,500 houses in 8 local government areas of Jigawa State. Muhammad Musa Askira reports that the event marks the beginning of the mass housing scheme the state governor plans to implement in the light of the rising cost of accommodations in the state.
The 1,500 houses will be spread across Dutse, Hadejia, Gumel, Kazaure, Ringim, Barbara, Birnin-Kudu and Kafin Hausa local governments. These, the government says, are the most congested towns where demands for accommodations is high by the residents. The Minister of Defense, Muhammad Badru Abubakar, who is also the guest of honor at the event, says with the level of developments undertaken by the Umar Namadi administration, the future of Jigawa State is not only bright but also promising. Governor Umar Namadi notes that the project will be funded by the Jigawa State government, but plans are underway to engage other development partners on public-private partnership PPP for other phases of the construction of affordable houses for the residents in the state.
During the campaign, I told you that he's honest, he's straightforward, he's active, and he will deliver, and that is what he's doing. God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has vindicated me. With all the developments that are going on in Jigawa State, I am sure he will do better than what I have done.
We shall be able to make houses affordable and accessible to the people of Jigawa State. This project was part of the campaign promises and commitment we have made to the good people of Jigawa State, which was also captured in the development plan of the state.
On his part, the Emir of Dutse, Muhammad Hamim Sanusi, appeals to the minister to facilitate the establishments of more military formations in the state for enhanced security. Meanwhile, a banquet was held in honor of the former state governor Muhammad Badru Abubakar, who was entering the state for the first time since his appointment as Minister of Defense. From Dutse, Muhammad Musa Askira, NTA News.
African First Ladies under the auspices of Organization of African First Ladies for Development of FLAD are in Maputo, capital of Mozambique, to forge a collective action towards environmental sustainability and eradication of gender inequality. Nigeria's First Lady Oluwemi Tinubu is one of the guest speakers at the launch of the We Are Equal campaign and Zero Waste Management Agreement, says the scope of her pet project, Renewed Hope Initiative, will be broadened to drive these ideals using education as a tool.
As Nigeria's First Lady, I've decided to use education as a tool to promote the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, or FLAD, We Are Equal campaign. This effectively aligns with the mission of the Renewed Hope Initiative, RHI, which is driven by my office to complement the efforts of the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. At the Renewed Hope Initiative, our core efforts have centered around empowering women, promoting economic growth, and advancing gender equity. In the area of environment, recognizing the global urgency of addressing climate change, Nigeria has embraced green policy initiatives aligned with international regulations to address solid waste management. Through collaboration between government and private entities, we have witnessed tangible results.
She says, stands as a testament to the power of collaboration in bridging educational and economic gap to promote gender equity, with a firm belief that empowering women and girls through education not only transforms their lives but also contributes to the overall progress of our nation. The event, hosted by the First Lady of Mozambique, Isaura Nyusi, was declared open by the President Felipe Jacinto Nyusi, with the First Ladies of Zimbabwe, Kenya, Botswana and Malawi in attendance, while those of Rwanda and the Queen of Eswatini were represented. The 34th President of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, NSE, Margaret Aina Oguntala, is officially now in the driver's seat of the society, with a vision of rebirthing the NSE for the growth, empowerment and advancement of engineering in Nigeria. This follows the successful oath of office and investiture on the new president of the NSE held in Abuja. Justin Ben Uni has details.
The umbrella body of Nigerian engineers converged this time with a rather enthralling experience. With enchantment, you may ask what the fascinating and intriguing factor was. It is the fact that for the past 65 years of the Nigerian Society of Engineers' history of existence, this is the first time a woman is crowned the president of NSE. Margaret Aina Oguntala is now the 34th president of the body. With that charisma, courage and determination, she is now calling the shots from the driver's seat with focused strategic priorities.
We begin a new chapter that is inclusive, innovative, and forward-thinking. Our mission is clear: to rebirth the NSE for the growth, empowerment, and advancement of engineering in Nigeria.
As she guides the society towards new horizons, it is hoped that her legacy of excellence, mentorship, and innovation inspires current and future generations in the engineering field. Justin Bemuni, NTA News.
Meanwhile, implementation of the Disability Act and inclusion of persons living with disabilities in governance is a sure way to achieving all-round socio-economic development of the country. This was the fallout of a town hall meeting with the Nigeria Civil Society Situation Room in partnership with TAF Africa in Yenagwa, Bayelsa State. Doris Akumoyi reports.
The meeting, conveyed at the instance of TAF Africa, is geared towards ensuring that people living with disabilities are included in governance. Secretary to the State Government Alabo Gideon Ekewe said the Bayelsa State Government is committed to including people living with disabilities in the governance process and providing an enabling environment for them to work to achieve their potentials.
And we want to encourage them to acquire more skill. Even the governors, the skill that the skill acquisition program, deliberate efforts will be made to include them.
CEO TAF Africa J.K. Pele and the resource persons dealt with the operative inclusion of PWDs in achieving the SDGs in Nigeria, an existing legal framework for integrating PWDs in governance processes in Nigeria, challenges and opportunities.
Ministries and persons with disability and NGOs to discuss on a template for that inclusive governance. We've created the pathway for that synergy.
And it says you have the right to work. Equal opportunity, maybe I'll just go ahead. Equal opportunity for employment. So you have the right to be employed so far as you are qualified.
Blueprints of the outcome of the meeting will be forwarded for implementation by relevant authorities. The meeting had in attendance permanent secretaries of various ministries to ensure total compliance. In Yenagwa, also stays South, Doris Akumoye, NTA News.
As part of the strategic security roadmap of the federal government, the Minister of Works, David Umahi, has held a meeting with the Defense Minister, Mohammed Badru Abubakar, and the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, with a focus on strengthening collaboration towards improving the nation's internal security through revolutionizing road infrastructure development. Describing it as a renewed hope initiative, David Umai said the collaboration will add value to efforts at enhancing internal security in the country, expressing hope that with the interventions of Mr. President towards repositioning the nation's road infrastructure, military operations across the nation will assume greater impetus. The Chief of Army Staff in his comments said the cooperation will no doubt boost the ongoing military field operations across the country as a focus on the repair of 320 critical roads as directed by the President is a step in that direction. The Inspector General of Police Special Intervention Squad on FCT security situations says it will close down all kidnapping routes across the territory to disseminate the threats, restore confidence and security. Commander of the squad, Commissioner of Police Bernard Igwe, gave the assurance as a team patrolled the Bezin and Kuchibui routes. Details will come to you in a subsequent bulletin.
It was an all-out cavalry with the intent to take the war to the camps of the enemies. First, the team traveled through the Kubwa-Biajin axis to link the motorable parts of the forests. From this spot, the rest of the journey was done on foot. They scouted through the various paths across the forests into the mountains. And the reason is not far-fetched.
Because this is the route. Once they kidnap within this Kubwa axis, they have to climb like this, because this is from where they go to Niger or Kaduna. So this is from where they go. This is their route. So we want to block their route. Then we are going there now to see if we can fetch another route.
After several hours in the mountains, the trail went cold. The squad then focused attention at Kuchibui on the northwest, where the commander interacted with members of the community on identifying hazards. For CP Bernard Igwe and his men, this war to secure the nation's capital is a must-win and a goal they are totally committed to. In Abuja, Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
The complete package. Commissioner of Police FCT CP Haruna Garba has pledged to sustain the existing robust security arrangement in the territory. This pronouncement is a sequel to the rescue of the kidnapped victims at the Zuma 1 area in the Buari Area Council on 2nd of January 2024. This success story, according to the police statements, is hinged on the relentless advancement of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command Anti-Kidnapping Squad in a concerted effort with troops of the Nigerian Army. The victims, who have been reunited with their families, were successfully rescued by the operatives around the Kajuru Forest in Kaduna State Saturday night. FCT Police Command expresses appreciation to the Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Igbetokun, for the deployment of the newly commissioned Special Intervention Squad, which has given an uplift to the existing security architecture of the territory and as well as well-built police confidence. We now take a break. Panorama continues shortly.
The counsel of our fathers.
I will urge and advise our younger generation to use talent and brain to sort out problems, not arms.
Nigerian youths, let's build our nation.
My advice to these young people is please do not take us back to those harrowing days. You probably do not know what it is.
I believe we have fought one civil war too many in this country. So those who experience it will run away from it.
Nigerian youths, let's build our nation together.
Welcome back. We now join our Benin studios for updates. Hello, Abe.
Welcome to Benin Network Center. Court-related killings and crimes keep popping up with alarming regularities in Edo State. At present, The state capital is bedeviled with the social scourge as one cult group takes on another, leaving behind a trail of blood, death and premature loss. Udwakobong Achibong spoke with the police public relations officer, Edo State Command, on its efforts to curb cult-related crimes in the state.
It is often said that no society is crime-free. Crime is socially conditioned, and as long as man lives in society, there will be transgressions. In Edo State, armed robbery, murder and kidnapping have established themselves as major security challenges. However, while security agencies are making frantic efforts to tackle this challenge and ensure peace and order, cult-related crimes are spiraling to frightening levels. Between December 2023 and the new year, many lives have been lost to cult clashes, a situation linked to youthful exuberance, competition for supremacy, and the struggle for community assets. The Edo State Police Command is aware of this and is rising to the occasion with sizable arrests made so far.
In recent time, we discovered that the killings are more coming from Ogbowo or Luku side. Tactical teams are equally engaged meaningfully to ensure that this fight against cultism is won. And that is why we are working together, collaborating with other sister security agencies to ensure that we have a firm grip on these criminal elements.
The police regularly insist that policing is everyone's business. The state government, through its vigilante network and other security models, is appropriately providing support. Citizens on their part are urged to assist by providing useful information, while perpetrators of criminal acts are warned to desist. In Benin, Udwakobong Achibong, NTA News.
With us live in the studio to discuss more on efforts of the police to curb cultism and cult-related activities is the 46th Commissioner of Police of the Edo State Police Command. He is Funsho Adegboye Emenai. Sir, you're welcome to Panorama. And so let's delve into the issue quickly. In recent times, like you heard from the report, cult-related crimes have resonated in Benin and environs, leading to killings almost on a daily basis. Sir, it has affected your agents, your command, like you know. On last year, on the 24th of December, a police officer was allegedly killed, when carrying out operation, to address this cult killing, and also it affected journalists, where a journalist was killed last year following cult clashes. So what is the police doing, and why, is this issue, always on in Edo?
Thank you. You will see I took over soon after Christmas, few days to the new year, and if you observed, there was a reduction in the rate of these criminalities like cultism, resulting into killings, banditry, and a sort of others. Now, we started by sensitizing members of the public that we are building on the laid down security arrangements. However, we sensitized members of the public to warn their wards, their children, that it will not, and I repeat, it will not be business as usual for cultists. And that was why we were able to have the relative peace during the new year.
And so how is the command coping with this development? How's it coping?
Apart from the one I've mentioned, some of these cultists, they have repented, they came up, promised, and they have been working. We have been working together.
All right.
And this has actually
helped to reduce the
trend. Yes.
Oh, okay. So, under the law, in the face of the law, how are cultists that are arrested? How are they treated?
Anybody arrested, like we paraded some of them on Friday, this last Friday, they are being charged to court. And we have this collaboration between the police, the judiciary, and other security agencies. Anybody arrested for courtesan or related crimes will be dealt with severely within the ambits of the law.
Sir, any challenges when, the police to combat this ugly trend? Any challenges?
Definitely, we need more support. In terms of intelligence, the police cannot do it alone. Like as I have been saying, we need good information from members of the public, because these people, they live in our community. Our people know them more than we, the police and other security agencies, know them. And any information or intelligence report given to us, I want to assure members of the public that such information will be treated with the utmost confidentiality that it deserves.
So, sir, we understand that right currently your command, your officers are, checking vehicle particulars validity, and it's massive. We see them on the streets. Are they still, do you still have enough personnel to fight, this cultism?
That one you mentioned actually have been yielding results. In the past 1 week, a vehicle was intercepted coming from Lagos, and we searched a walkie-talkie, ammunition, and some other incriminating items were found in there. Another one, a vehicle stolen from Lagos, was intercepted, a Sienna. The owner has been looking for it for years, for months. We were able to intercept it, we paraded the suspect, and the vehicle was released just this Friday. So it has actually been yielding. And that does not mean we still don't have enough men on ground doing the war against cultism and other crimes.
Many thank you. Many thanks, Commissioner of Police Funsho Adegboye, for joining us live on the studio to discuss more on how your command is helping to address, issues of cult activities once and for all in Edo State. Thank you very much. And so next is sports update with Oche Negbede.